Hello guys, good afternoon everyone. I Parneet welcome you to my channel English with Parneet. Today we are going to discuss very important topic that is known as conjunction. We also call it connectors. Very important topic. You can see direct question from this topic. This is an easy topic. And this is an easier topic compare if I compare with different like prepositions or articles. This is easier. Okay, and direct questions come from this topics. So let's discuss what is this connectors or conjunctions. So as you can understand it from the name, conjunction. Junction, you might have heard the word junctions when you go to the railway station. So junctions are what joining. Okay, so conjunctions are what they are joining words. You can say connectors also, or you can understand in a simple language, this is joining words. If I make it more precise now, I generally tend to speak it like this is a Fevicol. Okay, this is a Fevicol which can add everything. Conjunctions are kind of Fevicol. So with Fevicol, you stick everything. So these are those part of speech which are used for joining different things, not just sentence, but for example, okay. For example, conjunction can join anything. For example, they can join two noun, two pronouns, two adjectives, two verbs, two adverbs, two clauses, as well as two sentences. Okay. So conjunction can join anything in a English grammar. Example, see, if I'm using the conjunction and, if I'm using conjunction and, so I can say Ram and Sham. So here it is adding Ram and Rohan. Okay, here it is adding two noun. If I say he and she, so here it is adding two pronoun. Smart and intelligent, it is adding what? Two adjectives. Okay, singing and dancing. So here and is joining what? Two verbs. Okay. If I add to smartly and intelligently, smartly and intelligently, I am adding two adverbs. Okay. If I add two clauses, he sings and I write. I have added two clauses with and if I want to add a complete sentence, like if I'm to join two sentences, for example, he is going he is going out, but I am still, yeah, and I'm still in the house. So what you can do is you can add two sentences, two clauses, two noun, two pronoun, adjective, adverb. So what did I say? I say these are Fevicol of grammar. So these conjunctions can add anything. So these are Fevicol. Okay. So and I think you have understood. Now we'll go with the definition. So conjunctions are what? Conjunction is a joining word. It is used to join two words or clauses. I think this is very much clear to you. Now we'll go to the types of conjunctions. And once we have categorized it properly, and then we will understand each and every conjunction, because the most important part in conjunction is knowing the meaning, the exact specific meaning of every conjunction, because if you don't know the meaning, you will get confused and you will not be able to place the proper conjunction between two noun, pronoun, adjectives, or a sentence. Okay. So first we'll study coordinating conjunctions. According to the function of conjunctions, there is two types of conjunction. One is coordinating conjunction, another is subordinating conjunctions. So here we are talking about the clauses. Okay, here we are talking about the clauses. So coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which add two clauses, okay, which add two clauses, but the clauses should be independent in their meaning. What do I mean in that? Independent means these two clauses should not be dependent on the another clause for the meaning. For example, he likes ice cream. Okay, he likes ice cream. I like chocolates. So my liking of ice cream is not dependent on his liking of chocolate, or his liking of chocolate is not dependent on my liking of ice cream, whatever, vice versa. So these are independent clauses which has been joined by but. So coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which are joined by coordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which are joined by two independent clauses or sentences. For example, she cooks and I serve. She generally cooks and I prefer to serve. Okay, so these are coordinating conjunctions. So we'll study each and every conjunction, but if I talk, there are two types of conjunction. There are single conjunction, one word conjunction, and there are pair conjunctions. We call them correlative conjunctions. So pair conjunctions and single conjunction we'll study, but the most important coordinating conjunctions are fanboys. They are fanboys. What is this fanboy? What is this fanboys? Fanboys. This is an abbreviation, you can say. Okay, F stands for, and stand for and, N start for not, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So these are the conjunctions which join independent clauses. Please remember that. These are coordinate conjunctions. So what is a function of these conjunctions? They join independent clauses. Acha, you might have seen that there are certain, you might have heard of the conjunctions which have similar meaning. For example, because. Okay, because gives the reason. I was late because I was late because I woke up very late today. So because gives you the reason, and for also gives you the reason. For also gives you the reason of something. I was late for I woke up late. Up, what is the difference now? What is the difference between because and for? For is what? Coordinate conjunction. Coordinate conjunctions. So it will give you the reason when you are joining two independent clauses. Okay, and I'll use because when I have to join one independent and one dependent clauses. So that is the thing. Sometimes we are very much confused because the same conjunction gives a different conjunction gives the same meaning. So in that situation, we are very much confused. So how can we differentiate in these two conjunctions? So one conjunctions are coordinate conjunction. That means they are joining two independent clauses. And another one will study subordinate conjunction, which are conjunctions which are giving kind of a dependent reasons. Generally, they are using conditional sentences. I'll teach each and everything. Okay, don't worry. So for stands for reason. When you're giving a reason, we use for. Okay. He eats healthy for he is health conscious. So here I'm giving you the reason why he is healthy, because he generally have healthy food. Okay, and stand for not but we use for contradiction. Actually, I'm just giving a brief introduction. Once we're done with this coordinate subordinate, we'll study each and every conjunction in detail with a lot of examples. O stand for or when we are talking about choice. Yet when we are somewhere contradicting and hum kehna chahte till now. Okay, so when you're giving so is used for a lot of reasons. and we will discuss that also. Okay, so these are fanboys, F for and, not but or yet. These are coordinate conjunctions which join independent clauses. Next is subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunctions are those conjunctions which join one independent and one dependent clause. Generally, you can see this conjunction in the conditional sentences. For example, until spring arrives, we have to prepare for more snow. So you have to prepare for more snow till when? Until spring arrives. So this action is dependent on coming of the spring, right? So one is independent, one is dependent clause. As soon as the alarm goes off, I hit the snooze button. So once the alarm goes off, then only I'll hit the snooze button. Before it, I cannot do it. So these are, one is independent, one is dependent. So you can see as soon as, until, although, these are correlative conjunctions which add one independent and one dependent clauses. Okay. So we'll study each and every conjunction in detail with a list. Don't worry about that. So I think you have understood what is coordinating conjunction and what are coordinating conjunctions and what are subordinating conjunctions. Okay. Okay. So basis on this conjunctions, we have categorize the sentence in three ways. Okay, first is simple sentence. Simple sentence are those sentences in which there is no addition of any clauses, one subject, one verb, that's it. Like, he has a pen, one subject, verb. Does he have a pen, question mark. How beautiful the picture is. So there is no addition of clauses. That is a simple sentence. Compound sentence. What are compound sentences? Compound sentences are those sentences when two clauses are joined by a coordinate conjunctions, means independent clauses. So when two clauses are joined with coordinate conjunction, that means two independent clauses are joined, that sentences are known as compound sentences. He and I are doctor, he is a doctor, I am a doctor, and my being of a doctor is not dependent on his being a doctor. So they are independent of each other. Complex sentences are those sentences which are joined by one independent clause and one dependent clause. Okay, because of my coffee was too cold, I heated it in the microwave. So why did I heated the coffee? Because it was cold. So my heating of the coffee is dependent on this action, this thing, that it was cold. Although it was very long, the movie was still enjoyable. The movie was still enjoyable. Here I want to say कि though the movie was very long, generally when the long movie tend to get bored and you lose interest. But though it was long, it was enjoyable. This is a contradictory sentence we'll study. Although, though, they are used for contradictory sentence when we are saying one thing and just the opposite of other. Long movie, interesting, like that. Okay. So I think you have understood the kind of sentences. The most important topic of conjunctions or connectors are correlative conjunctions. Very, very important. I have written the Hindi meaning also. So if in case you are from Hindi background, you'll be able to understand it. And if a lot of students are from Hindi background, so it is very much easier to understand. Okay, so what are correlative conjunctions? Correlative conjunctions are pair conjunctions, the conjunctions which comes in pair. So if you're using one conjunction, you have to use another fixed conjunction. Those conjunctions are known as correlative or pair conjunctions. For example, either or. We always use or with either. No other conjunction will be coming over here. Okay, either or. Here, what is the meaning of either or? In Hindi we say ya to ya fir. So here we are talking about the choice. Okay, here we are talking about the choice. You will get either ice cream or chocolate. Either or means out of two you will get one. Either you go out or study in this room. Okay, so you have choice. You have a choice of going out or studying. So out of two options you will do one. Out of two options you will get one. Either you will, for example, if either Rohan will win, or out of two contestants, either will win. So out of either Rohan or Sohan will win. So out of two contestants, one will win. Okay. So either or is out of two, we are talking about one. Out of two choices, one. Okay, out of two choices, it's not two singular noun, I'm talking about two choices. See, make sure, remember one thing, when we use either as an adjective, either can be used as an adjective, either can be used as a pronoun. When we are using it as an adjective or pronoun, it is always followed by a singular noun and singular verb. But when I'm talking about the correlative conjunctions, in that case you are talking about the choices. So choices can be singular or plural. But out of two choices we are discussing, like I will get chocolates or ice creams. So yet we are talking about the choices. Okay, neither nor is again the choices, but out of this two you will get nothing. You will get neither chocolates nor ice cream. That means out of two, nothing. You will get neither chocolates, neither Rohan will win nor Sohan. So nobody will win. Okay. So neither nor is negative. Same thing, but in a negative way. Whether or is again a choice. It is kind of or this or that. Okay, this or that. Whether you like it or not. If you like, you have again two options. Whether you like it or not. Whether you go out or study. This is your choice. So it's completely your choice. That is whether or. Okay. Not only but also. Not merely but also. Here we are talking about not only in say this is kind of a negative. Not only Rohan, but also his friends are going out. In this sense, we are saying Rohan along with his friends. Okay, not only Rohan, but his friend, but also his friends means Rohan along. Not only Rohan, but also his friends. Now in this conjunction, we are joining two choice things or people or choices in a sense of negativity. Okay, so ना केवल बल्कि भी. ना केवल आपको अवार्ड दिया जाएगा बट प्राइज भी दिया जाएगा. यू विल नॉट ओनली यू विल बी अवार्डेड बट ऑल्सो गेट प्राइज, कैश प्राइज. ठीक है, सो बोथ आर सेम, not only but also are same. Lest should, this is one of my favorite conjunction. Lest, in like we have experienced this throughout our life. Lest and should, when we are kind of warned, do this otherwise that will happen. Okay, study hard otherwise you will fail. So this is nahi to, when we are inculcating a kind of fear in someone's mind ki do this otherwise that will happen. Study hard lest you should fail. Leave early lest you should miss your train. So lest pair conjunction is should. Remember, no other model will be used. If you think like with lest I can use might or could, no. With less you will always use should, and this is kind of for the fear that some kind of we are talking with some kind of fear. Okay, leave early lest you will not, lest you should not be, you should miss the train. Okay, like that. So less is for the fear that, so as we are talking about, so that and so that is the result, so as is comparison. If you have studied adjective, you might have known so as is kind of a comparison in which we are saying in the same level. He's so cruel as Hitler, means his level of cruelty is same as Hitler. Okay, so that is comparing in the same level, not less, not more. And so that is kind of a result. He work hard with the reason. He work hard so that, in Hindi we say taki, है ना, उस. He work hard so that he get the job. He left early so that he could catch his train. Okay, so we use that. No sooner pair conjunction is always than, remember that. We never use any other conjunction with that. Neither when, neither then. We only use than, no sooner than. In a sense of negative, we say, no sooner did I reach the station, the train left. Means I just reached the station. I was a bit of behind. I just almost reached the station, but the train left at that time. So no sooner did I reach the station. I was just few steps behind reaching the station, the train is left. Train left. Okay. So no sooner pair conjunction is that than no sooner did I reach the station, the train left. Okay. Hardly. Hardly means the same thing. Hardly had I reached the station when the train left. In this, the difference between no sooner and hardly is I almost reached the station. Okay, I almost reached the station and the train left. Hardly had I reached the station, and remember the pair conjunction of hardly is when. Okay, the pair conjunction of hardly is when. No other conjunction would be used with hardly. Its friends are scarcely and barely. Okay, hardly, scarcely, barely are pair conjunctions. Same, we'll use when. No other conjunction can be used. With both, we always use and. Both means taking on two. Both is always used for two. Both Rohan and Sohan. Both Ram and Tina. Both ice cream and chocolates. Okay. Although, although we always use yet, not still, not but. Although he worked, and although though are used for contradicting sentence. Contradiction. It is used for contradiction. Okay. Contradiction means just the opposite. One sentence says something and just the opposite of that. For example, I have eaten a lot of food. Although I have eaten a lot of food, yet I'm hungry. So this is just the opposite. Although he worked really hard, yet he failed. So that's the opposite. He worked really hard, he failed. He has eaten a lot of food, still hungry, yet hungry. So when you are contradicting statements, when you are saying just the opposite of the other statement, you use although and though. Okay. Again, see, in although though, we will study in tenses. Although though, you always use perfect tense, present perfect tense, in which it says till now, yet. That is the reason we use yet. But in however, we use still. However hard work he did, still, however efforts I'm putting into this question, still I'm not getting it. Means I am putting a lot of efforts, but or still I'm not getting it. So this is also a contradictory sentence, but make sure you always use still, not yet, not but. Okay. Between, you always use and, which is very much common. Nothing else but, nothing or kuch nahi balki. So when you are accepting everything and saying this one, I want nothing else but peace. I want nothing else but the happiness of my parents. So you're accepting, you're excluding everything, you're saying this is more important. This. Okay. So nothing else but that. I doubt, you always use whether. Not that, not if. I doubt whether he will come or not. So you have a kind of doubt or guessing. I doubt that will happen, whether that will happen or not. Okay. So scarcely, rarely, barely you use when. Although, though we use yet. However, we use still. Between, we use and. Nothing else but. And I doubt whether. Hardly, again, when. No sooner than. So as and so that. Please remember, so as is comparing, so that is a result. Lest, should is used when we are kind of inculcating a fear and saying do that, otherwise that will happen. Okay. Not merely but also, not only but also, not this but also that. Okay. Whether or, again a choice. Neither or means out of two nothing. Either or means out of two choices one is acceptable or one will happen. So these are correlative conjunctions. Please make sure that you use the right pair, because most of the questions are from this topic. Okay. Now, when you add, these are very important rules of conjunctions. Directly questions are there in your exams. When you add to noun or pronoun with these conjunction, as well as with, without, besides, but, along with, together with, no less than. When you add to noun pronoun with these conjunctions, you will consider this first noun as your main subject. This will be your main subject, and you will use verb according to that only. You will not take the second noun as your subject. Now, this is a rule, but I know even I don't like making you mug the rules. We should always go with the concepts. See, if I read this conjunctions as well as, so it means Ram as well as Rohan. So my main focus is Ram. Rohan with सोहन, मैं रोहन विद सोहन, इन हिंदी से इसके साथ, इसके राम के साथ साथ रोहन, इसके साथ, इसके बिना, मीन्स my main focus is coming to first one, Ram without Rohan. So my focus is Ram without Rohan. Like besides means leaving that. Uh, Ram besides his friends is attending the function, but along with, together with, no less than. In when you read this preposition conjunctions properly, you will get that my total focus is on the first noun or pronoun, and this is additional. They are coming along with it. Okay, they're coming along with or without, besides or but. So my main focus is the first noun or pronoun. I'll take the verb according to that. For example, Rohan along with his friends are coming today. Okay, so Rohan along with his friends. So the conjunction is along with, in which my main subject is first subject. So Rohan is singular. So the verb should be is or are. Obviously, the first subject is Rohan, which is singular. So my verb should be is. Rohan along with his friends is coming today. Answer is okay. Okay. More example. Harry is a great friend. Mohan is a good boy, but his sister isn't okay. Pari without her brothers is innocent, is incomplete. So without, my main focus is on Pari. So according to Pari, verb is. Modi ji along with his ministers. So main person is what? Modi ji. Rest उनके साथ कोई भी आ रहा है along with who are coming, that doesn't matter, but most important is Modi ji. So Modi along with his ministers is coming to attend the session. India as well as other Asian countries are trying to curb terrorism. So my main focus is India, and with India, some other Asian countries are also working, but my subject is India, and according to that, my verb would be is. Is that clear to everyone? So I know you have to learn these conjunctions, but if you like try to understand according to the concept, you will able to grasp it very easily. Okay, if you add two nouns with these conjunctions, either or, neither nor, not only but also, not merely but also, and or. If you are adding two noun pronoun with these conjunctions, so the noun which is close to verb, or we can say the second noun or pronoun or second subject is your main subject, just the opposite of that. This is your main subject and the verb will come according to it. So you will use verb according to the second noun pronoun. Okay, let's see some examples. Neither the jumpsuit nor the t-shirts, neither the jumpsuit nor the t-shirts are available. So t-shirts, this is the subject, and according to that you're using verb are. Either mom or dad, this is okay, either he or they. So I am adding verb according to they. So they are telling lies. Second subject. Not merely her friends, but also her husband are using her as a puppet for their own personal benefits. So I am adding two nouns with not only but also, and my main subject is the second noun. So not only friends but also her husband. So the subject is husband. So verb should be is using her as a puppet for his, pronoun should be according to the subject owner, his own personal benefit. Is that clear to everyone? I think you have no doubt in this. Simple and easy topic. Not only Sham but also Suraj is doing his work. Not only Sham but also Suraj. You will add but also, then you will add Suraj. Is it clear? So please revise conjunctions. Very, very important topic. I have given you correlative conjunctions. We'll do some questions on that. So I have told you the meaning of these conjunctions. I have told you the pairs of these conjunctions. In the next class, we'll solve these questions with multiple MCQs questions. And for that, you first have to revise it properly. Then only you will able to like place the right conjunctions in the sentence. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Take care. If you like the session, please like it, share it, and please revise it. Most importantly, revise the session. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.